Good evening, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review, and since this is the last day of September, I'm going to show off my entire Doctor Who DVD collection. Wow, look how much has grown since my last video. I've been collecting more Doctor Who DVDs into my collection. So, I was going to do a review of Torchwood, Red Dwarf, and other sci-fi show. Well, that's going to be postponed till next year. Well, if you've been to my channel and you've seen me showing off my Doctor Who DVD collection, well, I'm going to do it again. And you're in for the ride. Sit back and relax and let's begin. Let's get started off with Doctor Who, Lost in Time, collection of rare episodes. Moving on to the first Doctor, William Hartnell. Doctor Who, The Beginnings, with An Unearthly Child, The Daleks and the Edge of Destruction. Next we have The Keys of Marinus, The Aztec Special Edition with Galaxy 4, The Censorite, The Reign of Terror, Planet of Giants, The Dalek, Invasion of Earth, The Rescue and the Romans, The Web Planet, The Space Museum and the Chase, The Time Meddler, The Ark, The Gunfighters, and The War Machine. And that concludes the William Hartnell collection. Let's move on to the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton. The Tomb of the Cybermen Special Edition. Tesla Quad recommend this story. The Dominators, The Mind Robber, The Evasion, The Crotons, The Seeds of Death Special Edition, and finally, The War Games. And that concludes the Patrick Troughton era. Let's move on to the third Doctor, John Pertwee. Spearhead from Space Special Edition, Doctor Who and the Silurians, The Ambassadors of Death, Inferno Special Edition, Terror of the Autons, Roger Delgado's first episode, The Mind of Evil, The Claws of Axos Special Edition, Colony in Space, and finally, The Daemons. But there's more. Day of the Daleks, The Curse of Peladon, The Sea Devils, The Mutants, The Time Monster, The Three Doctors Special Edition, Carnival Monster Special Edition. Come on, let's move on down to the next row. I got more John Pertwee stuff with The Dalek War. More Dalek War, sorry. With Frontiers in Space, Roger Delgado's last episode. And finally, Planet of the Daleks. Okay, oops, that's the DVD cover. Let's move on to the Green Death Special Edition, which is new to my collection, replacing the original release. The Time Warrior, Evasion of the Dinosaurs, Death to the Daleks, The Monster of Peladon, and Planet of the Spiders. And that concludes the third Doctor era. Let's move on to the fourth Doctor, John Pertwee. Tom Baker, sorry. Robot, The Ark in Space Special Edition, The Centaurian Experiment, Genesis of the Daleks, Revenge of the Cybermen. I'm saving this DVD space for Terror of the Zygon, which is coming out October the 8th. Planet of Evil. Pyramids of Mars. The Android Evasion. The Brain of Morbius. The Seeds of Doom. The Mask of Mandragora. The Hand of Fear. The Deadly Assassin. The Face of Evil. The Robots of Death Special Edition. The Talents of Wang Cheyenne Special Edition. Horror of Fan Rock. The Invisible Enemy with Canine and Company, a girl's best friend. Image of the Fandel. The Sunmaker. Underworld. And the Invasion of Time. Let's move on to the Key to Time. The Rebos Operation Special Edition. The Pirate Planet Special Edition. The Stones of Blood Special Edition. The Android of Terra Special Edition. The Power of Crow Special Edition. And the Armageddon Factor Special Edition. Destiny of the Dalek. City of Death. Creature from the Pit. Nightmare of Eden. Let's move on up to the next row. The Horns of Nimon. Shada, with more than 30 years in the TARDIS. The Leisure Hide. Meglos. Let's move on to the E-Space Trilogy with Full Circle, State of Decay, and finally Warrior's Gate. Let's move on up there into the New Beginnings. The Keeper Trocken and Logopolis, and that take care of Tom Baker. Let's move on to the Fifth Doctor, Peter Davidson, with Castelvalva, Fort to Doomsday, Kinda, The Visitation Special Edition, Black Orchid, Earthshock, Time Flight, Arc and Infinity, two worst Peter Davison stories, Snake Dance, the Black Guardian Trilogy with Margarine Undead, Terminus, and Enlightenment with Enlightenment Special Edition. It's back in there, like so. Moving on to The King's Demons, The Five Doctors 25th Anniversary, Warriors of the Deep, The Awakening, Frontiers, Resurrection of the Daleks Special Edition. My arm's getting tired. Planet of Fire, and The Case of Androzani. This is the story, The Case of Androzani, that I saw I was 5 years old. And that concludes the Peter Davison run. Let's move on to Colin Baker. Short-lived. The Twin Dilemma. Attack of the Cybermen. Vengeance of Varro Special Edition. The Mark and Arani. The Two Doctors Special Edition. Time Lash. And Revelation of the Daleks. Plus, let's not forget The Trial of a Time Lord with The Mysterious Planet, Mind Warp, Terror of a Vervoid, Other Vervoid, and The Ultimate Foe. And that concludes the Colin Baker run. Let's move on up to the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy. Time and Irani. Move on down. Next row. Paradise Tower, Delta and the Bannermen, Dragonfire, Remembrance of the Daleks Special Edition, The Happiness Patrol, Silver Nemesis, The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, Battlefield, Ghostlight, The Curse of Fenric, and Survival. And that concludes the Sylvester McCoy run. Let's move on to Paul McGann. I only have one Paul McGann story, 8th Doctor, Doctor Who, the movie special edition. And that concludes the Paul McGann run. Let's move on to the web series, Scream Ashoka, which is new to my collection, starring Richard E. Grant as the alternative 9th Doctor. Moving on to the new series, Doctor Who, the complete first series, contains 13 episodes, and that concludes the Christopher Eccleston run. Let's move on to David Tennant. I don't have series 2 because I rented it from the library. I'm looking forward to get series 2 in original box, but I finally got Doctor Who, the complete 3rd series, which is new to my collection. The Infinite Quest. Doctor Who, the complete 4th series. The specials. The Next Doctor. Planet of the Dead. The Waters of Mars. And The End of Time Parts 1 and 2. Dreamland. And that concludes the David Tennant run. Let's move on to the dashing Matt Smith. Doctor Who, the complete 5th series. Doctor Who, A Christmas Carol, Series 6 Part 1, Series 6 Part 2. I'm going to replace these with the Series 6 box set for my birthday. The Doctor, The Willow and the Wardrobe, Series 7 Part 1, The Snowman, and Series 7 Part 2. The spin-offs, The Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 1st season, the complete 2nd season, the complete 3rd season, the 4th season, and the 5th season. And Doctor Who, The Doctor's Revisit Volume 1. Well, that concludes the Doctor Who DVD collection. Shout out goes to William Hazeldine. There's more collections in October. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care. Jamata.